Hello, and welcome to this short PowerShell tutorial where I'm going to be showing you how to learn and use PowerShell quickly. Let's get started. First off, where is PowerShell in a Windows operating system? Well, if you have the Windows button on the lower left-hand corner of your keyboard next to the Alt key, go ahead and hold down the Windows button and hit the S key. Now, type Power. Okay, there it is, Windows PowerShell Desktop App. Let's right-click this and say Run as Administrator. Okay, now where is the actual executable path for PowerShell? Well, we could find that by doing the same thing we just did. Windows button, S, Power, right click, say Open File Location. Now, this is just a shortcut, as you can see here, not the actual executable. So let's right click this here again, say Open File Location. Okay, so this is the actual executable for PowerShell that launches the program. Let's right click this, say Properties. You can see it's located at C, Windows, System 32, Windows PowerShell v1.0. Okay. Now, what version of PowerShell are we running? You can easily find that by doing $PSVersionTable variable. So $PS. Now, as we're typing here, PowerShell, you could use the Tab key to auto-complete your commands for you. So let's hit Tab. There it is. Go ahead and hit Enter. All right, I'm running version 5.1. Currently, there's version 2.0 all the way up to 7.3. All right, let's get started looking at the PowerShell core commands. And the most important core command to find all the commands in PowerShell is get-command. Now, this command basically shows you all the different types of commands that exist in PowerShell. And as you can see, there's a ton of them. Functions, commandlets, you name it. So we only want to focus on the commandlets. So how do we do that? How do we find only the commandlets? Let's filter our command and say get command dash command type. And then we want to say cmdlet. So we want to only see commandlets. All right. Now we're only seeing commandlets. I want to take those commandlets and I want to export them to a notepad text file to view later on. So in order to do that, let's create a directory to put all our notes in. Let's say mkdir, which is make directory. We're going to put it in C temp. Let's call the folder PowerShell. All right, made our directory. Let's change that directory, cd C temp. Let's use our autocomplete with the tab key. All right, so now we're in that directory, and let's go ahead and use a variable to create this path and hold it for us. So in order to do that, you say $send my notes equals C temp tab for autocomplete. Okay, so there's our variable. Let's test our variable. Send. So there's the path. It's storing that path. So now we want to take all the commandlets that we see in PowerShell and we want to send them to a text file in our directory. In order to do that, let's do this. Let's hit the up arrow to go back. Say commandlet. Use the pipe character and say out file. We're going to use our variable again. Send. And then let's call it get. Now let's just call it commandlets. So that's going to put a text file in our stored location that we. Okay, let's see if it's there. You can type dir, and there's our file. You can open the file and view it, say notepad, and then you can use // which means current directory, and you could use the tab key to autocomplete. So there's all the commandlets. Add, clear, complete, disable, enable, export, get, set. All those exist there. So now we want to only see the commandlets that start with get. So let's hit the up arrow again, and then we're going to change the text file to be called get dash commandlets. Okay, and then we're going to say get with a asterisk, which means wildcard. So anything that starts with get, we're going to put in our notepad file. Anything after the fact, we don't care about. That's what a wildcard asterisk does. So get dash command, command type, commandlet, get star, out file, send my notes, get cmdlets.txt. Okay, did it create the file for us? Yes, it did. Let's go ahead and hit notepad again, up, up. And then let's change it to our file name. You just tab. Okay, so there's only the get dash commandlets. We filtered to only see the get dash commandlets, which is going to be our first focus in these lessons. All right, I wanted to cover two more things real quick before lesson 2. The first thing is, let's go ahead and clear our screen, CLS. And we want to understand how we can find all the next commands coming in our list. So if we want to say get dash command dash command type, and then if you put a space there and you hit the hold down Control and hit the space bar, all right, that will give you all the next options that the command will take. So you can see the list here. You could choose alias, application, configuration, filter, all, commandlets, and you could basically filter to what the next object is that you want to choose and see. So let's just type alias. Okay, those are all the aliases that you can review. Another keyboard shortcut that you could use is Control, Alt, Shift, and question mark. That will allow you to see all the PowerShell keyboard shortcuts. All right, that completes this lesson. I'll see you in lesson 2. We're going to be dissecting a get dash command. Thanks for watching.